welcome to Frankfurt Book Fair. It's been a really positive start so far. I think also the warm weather has put everyone in a really good mood and made everyone really responsive. I've had a really great response to my list, so I've got a lot of picture books on my list along with some non-fiction and some literary fiction, as well as some commercial fiction. I found that I've had something for everyone, and it's interesting to hear what is happening in other people's markets. Some things that have changed, for example, Korea was once a very strong market for us for picture books. It's now become a more narrower market and a little bit more difficult to get picture books in there, where once upon a time that was a sure thing. So that's a bit of a struggle. In the Asian territories, non-fiction titles continue to work well. Things like popular science, parenting books, business books, of which I don't do much of, are still working. In the European territories, looking for good literary fiction along with really bestseller commercial fiction, and of course the US and UK, and also among other territories, crime fiction is doing well, thrillers, and that wonderful sweet spot of commercial literary fiction upmarket that falls into a really good book club read is where everyone is looking to fill that gap. So I'm excited about this year's Frankfurt. I think there's potential for lots of good deals, and we'll see what happens when it's all over and we get back and do all the follow-up.
Hi, I'm Greg Payne. I'm working with the APA this year on a program to support export initiatives for small publishers. This is part of a Catalyst funding program that's been running for 2 years, and we started last year with bringing about 20 titles across a dozen or so publishers from Australia who had never been to Frankfurt before, and were keen to have a look at export, weren't sure what to do here, and so we've selected about 20 titles again this year to see if we can get some traction for these titles for small publishers, and encourage them to learn about how to follow up on leads overseas and develop some export business for their titles. Last year we had a similar size program, and part of the initiative is to try and encourage publishers to actually take a stand here in Frankfurt in subsequent years, and with 2 of the publishers from last year's program have actually decided to come along to Frankfurt this year, and another one is here floating. So we've had a good take-up on the initiative, and we're thrilled that this has come through. So I'm just here again meeting with various publishers that I've had contacts with over many years. We've got a list of children's books, adult fiction, illustrated non-fiction, you name it, it's all across the board, and we're getting some very interesting conversations going for these small publishers. So onward and upward from here, and we're hoping that we can get some deals done out of this initiative. So very pleasing so far.
Every year Frankfurt brings surprises, and often on the first day when you suddenly see people from countries you don't often meet are looking for things. That happened this year, in particular with Turkey, Japan and Brazil. So the beginning of the fair is looking very positive for us, so we're very pleased with the first day.
We're Scale Free Network, and we're a small Australian independent publisher, and this is our very first Frankfurt. And my impressions so far have been that it's completely overwhelming, but a wonderful place to get a lot of inspiration and to just really see how people, how it's lots of relationships with people over time that are really important for building up those networks. So we've started to try and build those contacts.
Every day's been its own journey. We've learned so much, running around all of the different publishers, talking to agents, going to the different regions. We've only just started to enter the education world, and it's really quite overwhelming.
And we only have one title, really, or one or two titles that we're sort of putting out there. So
even with a simple remit like that, it's still a lot of work.
It's an amazing learning curve so far.
Hello, Jane Curry here from Ventura Press.
Danny from Big Sky Publishing. This is our stand. This is where we are.
It's day 2 of Book Fair, and I've already had one fantastic meeting from someone I met at Cat's Drinks last night for the, what was it, the visiting town?
The Bibs.
The Bibs. So we had a great evening last night, met lots of new contacts, and it's going very well. How about you?
Day 2 so far, yes, rather well. Tip for young players, make sure you leave a half an hour break for lunch, because we had lunch about 4 o'clock yesterday, maybe. So very busy day, but it's always fun at the fair.
Drink lots of water.
Frankfurt's been interesting this year. Certainly there are less publishers here. In Hall 6 there are about 3 aisles over near A, B and C which are not being occupied. I don't know about in other halls, but it's a bit of an indication of the crisis of publishing. In terms of the total volume of people wandering around, it seems to be the same. From our perspective, it's been good. We are now developing a few more imprints of co-publications in other languages. So we'll have ATF France, we already have ATF France. We'll probably have ATF Italy, ATF Spain, and ATF Germany. So from our perspective, it's all been good. It's been good to have our abstract artist here, and he's enjoyed his time here. He didn't get bored, which is good, and we had a very nice little reception, so that was very good as well. So thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Gary from Harbour Publishing. I'm a token newbie at Frankfurt this year. We came on board after Greg Bain brought 5 books across us last year and had a wonderful experience out of that. Following on the APA, and Greg, amongst others, suggested we jump on a bird and fly over and spend the week over here. It's been, as we expected, a wonderful and welcoming experience. Everybody in the APA and the crew here are so encouraging and welcoming. And so we came in with reasonably low expectations of just achieving some really good baseline, and we've run to exceed that. So when we came over, we did a lot of groundwork, trying to look at what agencies and what publishers we wanted to talk to, and being very strategic about that and not splattering. And that wasn't our model to sort of go really broadly. We managed to achieve those appointments and meetings that we wanted to. The first year we won a half-food dance card, and we've managed to achieve that. The week's only half over. I promised I was going to be like Cinderella and be home in bed by midnight. Probably Cinderella's ugly stepsister, but health hasn't been fantastic. I've actually come good all week. So by about 8 or 9 o'clock at night, I'm pretty much done, and I'll leave all the wheeling and dealing to all of the dynamos. It's a great experience, and I recommend it for any English publisher in Australia. The collective, I can't speak highly enough about the Cat and the team and what they all do for us. And any publisher in Australia, when you come over and see it like this, the support you get from large and small Australian publishers and the international community, it reinforces why we do books. We've got some great potential, we've had some great requests. I know after we did with Greg last year, lots of people were asking about this, Marita Swift with Convergence, and we've got lots of inquiry. Now that Emergence is on the shelf, which is kick-ass, and I've got manuscript for book 3 sitting on my desk at home that turned up before we came across to Frankfurt. I've now got France and Germany and other countries looking going, Gary, can we have a look seriously at all 3 of those? So that's doing really well. And we're small and indie and we're an Australian voice, and so the Dave Lees of the world, and we know in Australia, 2 reprints in about 6 weeks with that, and reviews that just gush and gush. We're finding that in a really congested global market, people are loving the recommendations and the reviews, comparing it to Dahl and Douglas Adams and David Williams and the dastardly plots and the great, clever writing that we're doing. So I think that's enough. You know, we're going to go and have a couple of quiet days in Ireland after here and just try and clear the air, do a bit of rambling around the coast and chill out. I know lots of people fly in and then fly out. If you're a first timer and if you're 6'1", I don't know, just get in early, stay awake all day, don't drink too much beer or eat too much, you know, pork knuckle. But drink the weekend and don't get too carried away with your expectations. Make authentic, great connections that you can spend time with for the next 10 or 20 years. I think that's the best take-home message. Thank you all. Thanks, Kat. Thanks for having me come play. Done.